Hi there, this is Linda, and I am here with Abby Henderson from Purple Cottage Crafts.
Well,
And thanks for joining me, Abby.
thank you for having me.
Yeah, and now I have known Abby online for probably, I don't know, 5 years or something, back when I had my brick and mortar and I developed my products for Linny Blooms, and she was on my design team for pretty much the duration of the time. I never wanted her to get off because she was awesome and loved my products. But what Abby does now, and why I asked her to visit with us today, is that she actually has started using YouTube to connect with her audience, and she still does craft design work. So we're going to ask her some questions about that. So how did you get into being on YouTube?
It actually started, one of the first few design teams I was on, it was Crafting Ireland, and it was two ladies based in Ireland. It was an online magazine, and it wasn't in the design team call. You had to have a YouTube channel because I was just a blogger. And one of the things they wanted to do is to have each person from their team do a type of crafting technique or something like that on a video. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have a YouTube channel. So about 30 minutes into me trying to record a 5-minute video, my husband was filming me because I didn't have the setup, I didn't know what to do. And it was a resist technique project that I did. And I think my channel sucked probably a couple of years. I didn't really do anything with it because I was nervous. I didn't know what to do and stuff. That's kind of the origination. Sorry, I'm trying to be brief in my responses. But yeah, it started because I had to do it for a design team. So
That's awesome. And then you realized that it was kind of cool
yeah.
to be able to share your work and that. And you actually sell your creations too
I
from.
yeah, from YouTube, my Instagram, and just kind of by word of mouth from other people. So both
Yeah,
ways. Yeah.
yeah. That is very cool. So now, how long have you been on YouTube now?
It'll be 9 years in October.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't believe it's been that long. It's been a long time. Um, but until I did that resist technique video for me, and I watched my other design team members watch their videos, I didn't really know what YouTube was. Had no idea that there was crafty stuff on YouTube. I knew of Ustream, but I didn't think about YouTube. And I was like, oh my goodness, there's like all kinds of crafty stuff. But I had no idea. I was
Yeah.
just, that was like a whole world opening up for me. So, and it's been a great experience for me. So
Yeah. So do you still then also design for other design teams?
I do, yes.
Okay. And so how many teams are you typically on?
Do you want me to tell when we say the names? Is that okay? Do you want me to give
Oh,
you the
sure.
Okay, Score Pal, I've been with them ever since I was with you, so it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Nona Me Gabby, formerly Artie Cardi Co., but now it's called To Boldly Go. And then for Nick the Booksmith, I feel like there's one more I'm forgetting. Oh, one is for a younger lady. She's like a startup on Etsy and Instagram, and she asked me if I would. She's going to send me some stuff, and I create things for her, so my people can, not my people, my viewers can learn about her and stuff. So I get about 4 or 5, I think now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough.
And so yeah, that's a lot.
It is.
That's a lot to juggle. I know just with having, managing one blog, it was a lot. And then, so if you're actually providing design work for more than one, that's a lot of work.
Yeah,
Definitely.
they're very laid back, so it's not like I have to do like X amount of projects each week or month, that kind of a thing.
Mhm.
So, oh, I was on Seven Gypsy, the Canvas Core brand. I was on their team too until the end of last year. So,
Okay. So let's back up a little for people that aren't familiar with the I guess we've evolved from the scrapbooking and card making traditional blogs,
Mhm.
And a lot of those people, and especially this was what my product originally was based off of, incorporating mixed media products into those arenas.
Mhm.
So why don't you explain a little bit about these type of blogs and why they would have a design team?
I think in part of the first thing I think of is to get their product out amongst other crafters who may not know about them, or introducing. When I came across you were, because I started out as a scrapbooker like over 25 years ago, and that was, paper was my world. And until you came up your company, Lenny Blooms, I never saw mixed media stuff in layouts before, aside from like flowers or whatever. And so it's a way to get your product out to their crafters out there, and to also introduce them into kind of stretching their creativity and thinking more, besides like stickers and photos and flowers and whatever, but to incorporate different types of mixed media pieces into their projects and stuff. So
Right.
I think those are the top reasons I can think of why it's important to have that for exposure. And and to me, I met some crafty ladies from my design team with you that I'm still friends with online. So that's there too. It's kind of like a little sisterhood, I guess, of crafters. So
Yes, yes. It outside of designing for the blogs, do you do any other type of design work for people?
I do, like for family stuff, like for birthday parties, weddings, that kind of stuff. I do that. Um, I used to, when I was still working, I used to do stuff for the specific work parties for the district people and stuff like that. But mostly that's like for my house, family, friends, my new craft rooms, that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, yeah. So tell me what you like about what you do.
I love it because it has always been an escape, so to speak. I was a single mom for like at least 10 years, until I got remarried to my husband 10 years ago this year, actually. And it was a way for me to kind of, through that first marriage not working out, it was kind of a thing to help kind of lift I guess, my mood, depression, that kind of stuff, when it comes with that kind of thing. And also as a way to, not just a way to like have memories to look back on in years and stuff, but I said the number one thing for me, motivator, is it's very therapeutic for me, and it helps me to kind of be calm, especially with what I deal with now. And so it's just been that for me. I love it. I aside from my kids and my husband and things like that, I think about crafting, or I go sit in my room or something, and I'm just like, I love it. I'm just
Yeah,
completely obsessed with the whole process of creating, learning all the time. And
yeah.
but it's just, yeah, I guess it's just, I just love it, and it's like therapy for me. It really helps with life situations and stuff. So at least for me.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I think that you would probably get everyone that crafts would probably agree with you that it's very therapeutic,
Hmm.
and that's something that we all need. And then to top it off, you're able to share it on YouTube and actually make some money from
Hmm.
that because you're selling your creations
Hmm.
as well on there. Now, do you also sell supplies, or do you just stick to creations?
At this point, it's just creations. I have some plans in the works. My husband's actually rebranding my website for me since I changed my name a couple years ago. So I'm going to be selling currently now it's just like finished projects and stuff, but I want to also sell like bundles of like ephemera things that I make, and the ladies and gents who watch my channel like, oh, well, where can I buy these, or do you sell these, that kind of stuff. So that kind of came from that avenue. I never thought about selling like bundles of my collage bit things I make or whatever.
Yeah,
People are saying that they want to buy those. I'm like, oh, okay. And so that's kind of something I'm going to be working on with my website, is having other creative elements, I guess, so to speak, of that kind of go along with crafting. So
yeah, yeah. Well, that it makes sense, and it makes sense to kind of listen to what your audience is asking for,
mm-hmm.
and the fact that you're able to tweak and to offer that is huge, because so many people sit around and go, well, I'm not really sure which direction to go of what type of product I should be offering that people want. Well, sometimes you just have to listen, you know, and it helps that you have that audience to kind of listen to. So how often do you actually post a new video?
I don't have like a set schedule, but I would say before we moved, probably maybe one or twice a week. Sometimes I'll do like a bunch in a row. Like I don't like schedule my videos ahead. I probably should on some things, but I kind of make the, I'll like complete it. It'll take me like maybe 3-4 days, sometimes a week to complete a project just because of life stuff. And then I put it all together and then I'll upload as soon as it's ready to go. Like I don't wait for like a specific day. And the reason I don't do that is because of living with chronic pain. I don't want to promise something that I can't do. Like, I want people to trust me, I guess what I'm trying to say. Not that it's, if I say I'm gonna have an upload every Wednesday, and if I don't, that doesn't mean I'm not a good person. I don't mean that way, but I just want to make sure that I'm following through with what I say, I guess you could say. So since we've been moved back, I'd say, I think I put up 3 videos last week, 2 or 3 videos. So
wow.
just kind of when I get, and some of them are 5 minutes, some of them are longer, just depends what the topic is. So when I get them done, I just kind of put them up. So
yeah. And where do you find a lot of your inspiration then for the project that you're going to work on?
All over the place. I could be the hardware store with my husband, or I could be in the car and I see something outside, and that kind of just does that for me. So I always have like a little journal or a little pad of paper like in my purse, and I'd have, when I was still working, have it at my desk, that kind of stuff. And I use my phone now more for that, but it's everything around me that's like really inspires me to do stuff. It's just, I'm not one specific thing. Obviously other people too. I have a lot of crafty friends out there. Of course, you were one of the first people to inspire me to to add mixed media elements to a scrapbook layout or something like that, or on different projects that I've made. Because I never would have thought to stitch things together that you provided for everybody. So people like you, my other crafty friends, my husband, my kids, our kids, just kind of everywhere does it. So
yeah,
especially purple things.
Oh yeah, I remember a couple years ago I was quilting and I had these. I showed some photo of something that it was, and it had these little clips and they were purple, and I remember you responding right away like, where'd you get those? They're purple, I need them.
It's
just like,
it's an obsession. I mean, I'm sitting here looking. So I went to the craft store the other day, and they had these little mini shopping carts, and they're purple, and I had to get them. I don't know why. I don't know what to use it for, but they're purple, so
they're purple. Yeah. We all have our things, right? That is great. Well, I am so happy for you. I know that you just did a big move. You were living in Florida for a couple of years, and now you are back in Oregon, right?
Yeah, back in Oregon, yes.
Yep. And so that's a big move. So I know you're in the middle of trying to get your craft room all situated and back to the point where you can actually find everything and get things done. That's got to be crazy living in those boxes.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. I have a very supportive husband, and our daughter lives at home because our dining table is kind of like my little mini crafting place right now and stuff, so I can work on some projects and kind of get some things done and stuff. And the walls got painted lilac yesterday, so I'm very excited about that, my space. So, but yeah, it's definitely a challenge still trying to set up the house and that kind of stuff, but I love it.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you so much, Abby. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, and so we could kind of give a little peek into what has evolved from the blogging world into YouTube. I think it's a great outlet and just another wonderful way for you to connect with your audience. They clearly found you and they like what you're offering. So, I hope it continues.
Yeah, that's been a huge lifter for me too, is the number of people who I love what you do, or you've inspired me to do this. And that's like the best thing for me. So helps me to have feedback like that. So
Oh, well, yeah. Didn't you say you were at the airport and somebody recognized you from
yeah,
YouTube?
yeah.
That's funny.
And then once in Florida, and I didn't know anybody there. And I was at Tuesday morning in the craft section. She's like, "Are you Scrap and Abby?" Because that was my name at the time. And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And I didn't know what to say or I don't know. Everyone's very, very nice and stuff. And so it's been fun.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah,
I love it. And you've figured out a way to make that connection and to keep things working for you.
I
So
have. Yeah.
that's a really good thing. Well, thank you. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Yeah, I had a good time. Thank you for having me.